Good morning, everyone. This is Rivgal. We are playing some more Final Fantasy Tactics. We're wrapping up Chapter 1 today. I'm very glad I went to do some shopping before I continued, because I did discover that there were items for several characters that I was missing. I missed a sword upgrade, a bow upgrade, and an armor upgrade. So I've got those done. I think we're just heading straight into Zeekton this time and seeing how it goes. Part of me wants to sit here and fuss with things and grind. So what I've done...
What is it?
I've got Ramza as our... or switch back over to a Squire. And actually, I'm going to do this. This isn't a fight for JP to be our concern. We want to be able to take out our enemies. So we're going to go Battle Boots, Aim Fundament. She doesn't have an alternate. I've switched Jaquette back over to Black Mage for this fight because I feel like this is significantly more effective, and having the Chemist as the secondary is way more efficient than having Derek with us. Derek, I love you, but you need some work, and I don't want to sit here and grind yet. Especially since we're going to start getting actual named characters soon, and they get unique classes and special features that are going to make them much more usable while still being able to fill some of these roles. So like, I don't want to start getting Derek up because, quite frankly, as soon as we start going, I'm probably going to replace him with Mustadio once we get him, which is a bit into chapter 2, I believe. So yeah, I think we're going to see how this goes. I'm going to go ahead and pray that this goes better than the last few, and we'll wrap up chapter 1. So Zeekton is really weird because you have this kind of split party. It encourages you to put units over here. I do feel like ultimately the better play is just to have a couple units over here. So I'm not sure why it is the way it is. Genuinely. So I think what we're gonna do is just do this. And then have Sandra and Jaquette over here, and have them come around the corner following in. I don't know why I've always done that as a battle on two fronts. Oh, we have to shut up and watch.
Quick as shadows, or this one's blood makes crimson snow. Do not think to try my patience. This keep packs such a store of powder as you could scarce imagine. More than enough to deliver the lot of you to the father's keeping, should your feet lack proper haste.
The order of the northern sky yields not before the braying of roads. Lord Brother! Argath?
That hesitation.
Teacher!
I'll not warn you again. Withdraw at once, or the girl dies.
This changes nothing. Argath, loose your attack.
And their true colors are shown.
Yes, my lord.
He even promised Alma that he would do what he could to get Teacher back.
Gods have mercy.
And rather than getting killed by the rebels.
I'm sorry.
Tetra gets killed by their own soldiers.
Tetra! Lord Commander, more enemies scaled apart. 2 score, mayhap 3. A man of Wiegraf's look moves among them.
Very well. We go to greet them at once. I leave the rest to you, Argath.
Right here, I love that there is still that hesitation in his voice. There's a bit of humanity. He's making these hard decisions. He's not a good person. He doesn't necessarily like what he is doing, but he is still doing it.
Curse the lawyer!
Tetra! And where do you presume to go, Delita?
You whoreson dog!
It is to be a fight, then. I'm only too happy to oblige. The gods know I've waited for this.
Zalbarg. Dice Dog. How could you?
That illusion all gets ripped away.
Come. I will show you that common blood makes naught but a common man.
And once again, we have a fairly robust team that we're dealing with here. Argath is not super scary by himself, but he has a decent amount of health and a bow. And inflicts blindness.
No time to waste.
Kind of wishing I'd left the jump ring on.
Leave it to me.
But we might be okay. Oh, he also has auto potion, which I had forgotten about and is really annoying. These black mages in the back row are going to be a problem.
I'll handle this.
Okay, that one is targeted on Ramza as a
Why did you
unit.
do it, Argath? What moved your hand? Your Lord Brother's orders, Ramza. What else? Would you have had us kneel before them and offer up the Order's honor in exchange for the life of some common wench? She was Delita's sister! Is it not time you awoke to the fact that we are different from them? They are of lesser birth, and so meant to play lesser roles in life. Such is the nature of fate, Ramza. That commoner and his sister ought never to have been here at all. Had they been with their own kind, supping on broth of bean, she would yet live. Right.
Okay. So that blizzard is targeted on Ramza as a unit. And it does not have enough definition to hit somebody else, but we can do this, which I appreciate.
I can do this.
My time is now.
Okay, we can still get up here. I do want to just quick check. Can hit Argath from here. Start around the corner. Focus up. Kind of makes me wish that I had that time magic, that would have given me something to do right there and would have helped them get around the corner faster, but that's okay. I don't really care about Delita for this fight. Ramza's gonna go down, but... Well, he's not gonna go down all the way, but he is... They are hitting themselves as well. Pretty solid hit on Argath there. I assume Ramza's gonna get mobbed here. But we've got... Actually, this works out really well, potentially. Because we've got a Jaquette coming up next with a Phoenix down. I don't think that's nearly close enough, though. Nope.
Victory is mine. I see you. What's the plan?
Okay. Okay.
Whatever it takes.
Do I... Yeah, I think I continue moving into position here. I don't love that, because technically I could move her up here and then Chakra to make sure Rolf lives through this, because I'm pretty sure... Pretty sure that's gonna kill. So if I do this, it's gonna end up with 2 wounded units instead of 1 down unit, which might actually be better. We're gonna risk it. The other thing is, if he survives the blizzard that's coming, that means that we get that charge +5 off. I didn't realize that protect was against Argath. Okay. The knights aren't gonna be able to reach.
I think not.
God, I hate this fight.
I'm ready.
Coming through. You owe me for this.
My thanks.
Delita!
Speak not to me. When I said I'll not be used again, I meant by you as well. I was a fool to think we were friends. In the end, you can be no different from the likes of Argath or Dystarg. And when Argath falls, my vengeance turns on you, Ramza. I'll tear it all down. First, House Beowulf, then the entire kingdom.
Delita! Let us talk. Please.
Once again, from that intro, from the frame story, we know how this goes. We know that in the end, Delita gets regarded as a hero. Commoner made king.
I must press on.
You know, These enemies are level 10. I'm actually under-leveled, which means that I could have leveled up a bit. But oh well. It is what it is. We'll see how this goes. If I fail on the first attempt, I will actually clean up the team a bit and see if I can round out the team. Like I said, there are a couple things that I specifically wanted to do.
How to proceed?
Okay, he's not gonna get this aim off, so I just need to take a shot. Which means Sandra's safe for now.
Is this where
Sorry,
I die?
my friends.
I can do this. We can win this. The battle is ours.
You know, I wasn't even paying attention to how far back or to how screwed we were after
I can't move.
This is just
Yeah,
the
yeah.
start.
So we're going to return to world map. And rather than forcing this with where we're at right now, I know now that the enemies are between level 8 and 10. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do some battles on the side, just some random battles to get some JP and to try and get my characters into the classes that I want them to be in going into this. Having a few more of the abilities that I want going into this, and hopefully just being at the level I want. We'll be right back. Okay. In the interest of not beating my head against that wall, I made sure that I did at least a decent amount of what I wanted to do. I wasn't able to get everything I wanted to. I'm trying to treat it kind of like I would in a level cap on a Pokemon game, where I will grind until I get to that level. I did end up accidentally going a little over with Ramza, but the important part isn't the actual level. It's the fact that in the course of that, I ended up getting several more classes leveled up, unlocked a new Squire ability, did a little bit more on Knight, and unlocked Monk. Monk has always been one of my favorite classes in this game, and so I am excited to use Ramza as a Monk now that we've got him up there. We've got Rolf. Still, this may look the same. The important part here was... Actually, what did I do on Rolf? I don't feel like I did as much as I probably did. I think we got a little bit on Monk, we got a little bit on Chemist, actually, and we got a little bit on Squire. If I'm remembering right, he didn't have all of the stuff unlocked yet. I just want that. I'm just gonna take that. The other thing that I did here is I switched over from Fundament to items, just so we have a little bit more ability there. Sandra's probably done the most. So the big thing was I got her up to Geomancer 2, which is the one above Monk. So just did one fight as Geomancer, a bunch on Monk, and now we're going back to Knight. And the reason for this is because we're going to be switching her to other stuff later. If you look at the job tree here, she's got Geomancer, which she's got the requirements for Geomancer here. Or from Geomancer here, rather. And she's got the Monk. We're getting close on the Knight requirements here. And probably will be at the by the end of this fight. Which means that after the chapter change, we can start going down this line on the left side and potentially get to things like Samurai, Lancer, Dancer, and Ninja. Jaquette. Got a bunch of Time Mage. I didn't quite get as much as I would have liked. Oops, that is not what I was trying to do.
What? This'll serve?
The main thing here was we got slow as a time magic. We've changed her back over to black magic for now, just to get the most damage out. But she's really close on Time Mage, and she's actually unlocked Summoner. We just haven't... I want to wait until I have the time to really put into that. Saving up on Time Mage for Swift Spell. Reduces the time needed to cast magic. I feel I always prefer to get Swift Spell before I go over to Summoner, because the summons take a long time to cast, and Swift Spell means that you're not taking as much time. Derek finally got Focus and JP boost. I set him as a Knight for a little bit, a Monk for a little bit. We're kind of just doing a little bit of a tour here because I was realizing he had like no affinity as a mage. And then I ended up back on Chemist because. So I'm not 100% sure where I'm going to be as far as this party goes. I think I can get away with using these four, even though Jaquette doesn't have items, because we've got items, we've got Chakra and Revive, and we've got Chakra and Revive. Actually, I don't think Ramza has Revive. Either way. Oh, that was the other thing. I realized that I hadn't actually bought Movement +1 on most of the characters. So I picked up Movement +1 on all the characters. And you can see there, we're sitting at... Wait, does that not stack? Oh, there we go. So I was looking at the wrong thing. But we're at 5 for Ramza, 5 for Rolf, 5 for Sandra, and Jaquette's still at 3. So what I'm gonna do is, instead of putting Jaquette back around the corner, I'm going to put Sandra and Rolf around the corner, have Jaquette be near them, and Time Magic. We'll see if it works. Going forward, now that I have an idea on how I'm doing this, I do think I am going to make like soft level caps for myself, as it were. So Rolf, Jaquette. Let's go.
It's time.
It is time. I will say these last couple missions, I've started to feel that tactician difficulty a lot more. But I do feel like this is probably gonna get the job done. Okay. So the first thing I'm gonna do here is have Ramsey use Tailwind on himself. I personally really like just getting that speed boost right away.
What have you?
And I'm backing up because last time I moved forward with Ramza and then he ended up getting attacked. I don't love how this is probably going to play out because it does mean that we're going to end up with the Lita back by himself. But because he's a guest, we really can't do much to level him up. And we should be okay. I didn't... Okay, that's Fyra. That's actually terrifying.
Where to?
My thanks.
I don't think I technically even needed that right now, but that's okay. And now we do this.
Go on, don't be shy. Just getting started.
This cannot be.
It is.
I'm not finished yet.
My birth was not of my choosing, nor the burdens that come with it. Of such, you ought know.
Spare me the bleating. You are no sheep. You are a Beowulf, self-chosen or not. Yours is a line of champions, of lords among men. To do great deeds is your destiny, and your duty as well. Much is there that cannot be done save by your hand. It falls to you to see it so, to act where we cannot. Yet by the same token, you have choices. Ones that are denied your lessers. For your name brings great wealth and influence both. If you only embraced them, nary a thing would be beyond your reach.
With great power comes great responsibility.
Yet what should you do instead but squander your gifts, while I must grasp at scraps that come tumbling? Speak not to me of burdens.
Mayhap you speak true, but I will not be made a puppet.
You? A puppet? Don't be absurd. The puppets stand before you, Ramza. Long have we danced for House Beowulf, that it might reign on history's stage. A dance that serves our ends, to be sure. Indeed, the Beowulf name is our shield, behind whose aegis we've long thrived. It is the way of things. People are used and use others in turn. How do you think you came to be where you are? You are loath to be used, yet you fain use others. Even your so-called friend, Delita.
What do you mean? Delita?
Speak not to me. When I said I'll not be used again, I meant by you as well.
Okay,
I
we
was a
heard
fool
that
to
one.
think we were friends.
Um,
In the end, you can be no different from the likes of Argath or Dystarg.
so one other thing I want to
When
mention.
Argath falls, my vengeance turns on you, Ramza. I'll tear it all down.
Delita, let us talk. Please. Right.
One of the random things I was thinking of as I was doing my leveling is I think I might make Ramza a a mediator, which is one of the other one of the classes on the mage side that I haven't gotten to yet. If only because he talks so much about talking.
Here.
Intentionally gave that to Jaquette because I don't think she's going to be able to reach. Yep. So she gets one extra weight compared to everybody else that I have to deal with. What's my range? 2 forward and then we're good? So they're going to drop Delita again.
Come on.
The other knights are going to move forward. The only downside about me moving back is the other knights are going to get this opportunity to move forward. But I do think it's worth it. Okay, that's the mage. That was huge. Okay. So I do need to be conscious of this blizzard. So I can't move Ramza all the way up to Argath. There's a part of me that wants to try... Oh, he doesn't have rush. I was going to say move him over to the side and try and push her out of the way so she doesn't get hit with that blizzard. But I think if I do this...
Try this. Give up.
I'm curious how many potions it's giving him.
You play the White Knight, but I'd have fed panthers on the plain had you not seen some use in me.
Don't be absurd. I would never turn my back on 1%.
Then you'd best learn to start. Many a trap-sprung lion would sooner have his savior for a meal than for a friend.
Today on Hard Truths with Argath.
I see.
Onward.
Oof. That is a Thyra coming in. So if I can kill that black mage or Argath before that goes off, we're good. We've got Rolf. So if he can pull it off, we're good. And I think we might be able to. Do I want to finish her off and get a little bit more XP? I don't think so. We've got 2 characters that are below half health here. Even with these levels, this was still, you know, they're still doing a lot of damage.
No.
Nooks up Chels. I am better than this. Better than you all.
Got some bad news, buddy. So the other thing that I didn't mention during the beginning part of this, I mentioned the frame in the intro. This is the first time, or the last time, that Ramza and Delita see each other before that moment at the monastery during the prologue.
What was that? The powder! Delita! We must away! Ah! Delita! I had lived my life the only way that I had known. But when the pillars of that life came crashing down, I did not stand by and watch them fall. I turned and walked away.
Guest departure. Delita is no longer part of your party. The meager complete. We have completed chapter 1. Which brings us back to the present. Gafgarian, Agrias. We also get our different guest character, or our different generic units back, which we probably will not use, but they are there.
He carries the princess with him. They'll not be able to travel far.
You mean to give chase?
What else? I will not return to the crown in shame.
Well, you'll have no help from us. Our agreement said naught of this.
I would not accept your help if you offered it. A true knight is all too eager to set right what they have let go amiss. The Lion's Guard will serve the king's justice. Lavian, Elysia, we leave at once. Elder Simon, are you hurt?
The princess. What of the princess?
She is taken. I am sorry. But you may put your fears to rest. We go to rescue her.
No. No, milady, you mustn't. You would only throw your own life away.
Your worry will find no purchase with me. A knight is oath-bound to render aid.
I want to go with you. I'll be no trouble to you, I swear it.
Don't be an idiot, Ramza. This is no concern of ours.
I must go. I must know if it's truly him.
The boy, eh? Well, there it is. Gods know where this path will lead us.
The manipulative and the subservient. I love this switch. Okay, so we get Lad.
On my honor.
We get Alicia.
I shall follow your lead.
And we get Lavian.
I stand ever ready.
I'm probably not going to use any of these, but that's okay. We get Gafgarian as a guest. And we get Agrias as a guest.
You have my gratitude.
And we are a lot more restricted here. We do you can see the other half of this map here where we were, but it's cut off because for now we only have access to a little bit. We do get to bring our other units over, so we have Rolf, Sandra, Jaquette, and Derek. We do have Ramza with all of his goodies still.
What is it?
So grab revive there. But I feel like once we get going, like I had mentioned before, we are likely going to be grabbing
Preparations?
characters like Agrias, who is because they get, instead of Squire, they get the Holy Knight. This is the same thing that Wegriff used. Ability. And then there are going to be a few other characters that start joining, and by the end we will probably not be using any generic characters. But I do love, we've started building these characters out a bit, so they will have a lot of flexibility to at least help fill slots as we go, depending on who we have available. But all of that sounds a problem for tomorrow. We have completed chapter 1. We're going to go ahead and wrap here. We'll pick back up next time. Hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.